through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us.
Here. Boom. Boom. I'm live. I'm here. For some reason my iPad's installing an update, so we're going to get started with some scans. Thanks everybody. Huge day for signups for Trendspider. And I feel good when you guys sign up for this because I'm not just hawking it. I believe in the tools that I have. I'm looking at the pre-market right now. MPLX up another morning, Donnie. Holy shit, Qualcomm's up 6%. Uber's up 2%. Uber has fallen behind. Uber's an $80 stock. Do not sleep on Uber. Going to have to wait for that. Probably will get you in today. In fact, let's go and do some scans. Let's do some scans here. I think I probably have to log out and then log back in. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to log out, log back in. I probably should just, you know what? Maybe I should start a new. I don't know if it just connects with. I wasn't up 3.3%. I was up, let me see, I'll tell you. I think it was like 1 point something. Remember, I got Apple, and Apple wasn't up that much. Apple was up. Apple runs my portfolio. So on Apple days, I do well, but Apple took me down yesterday versus the index. I made, it was 1.32%. So I did well, but I mean, let's be honest, anything over 1%, I'm making more than the average person probably makes in a year. So I'm not complaining whatsoever, and I am going to actually get out of Trendspider, and we're going to go back into it here. Because for some reason it is scanning. There we go. Okay. Core portfolio. XLK. Good Lord. XLK. FBCG, which I probably should take out of the core portfolio, but I like it. And family owns a bunch of it. So, and my dad has loved it. Qualcomm, VOO, NVIDIA. That's the core. Let's look at brokerage holdings. This is my own personal one. VRT, QQQM, which just has lower fees. Wells Fargo, NVIDIA, Mara, Snow, Netflix, we've got in there. IGM, which I own a bunch of. XLK. Bitcoin and crypto. Did we get a bunch? Oh, God. Jesus. Yeah. Morning, AJ. Bitcoin and crypto. WGMI. IBIT. BTCW. Beth. AETH. I mean, it's all the crypto just got crazy boost yesterday. So this is going to be a long list of scans. GBTC, EasyBC, BITS, ETHE, BITC, HODL, VITO, FBTC, BITB, BITX. Morning, Marco. Lyft has been good. And I will tell you, I mean, Lyft is, it's interesting because when I was in Pittsburgh, I went back and forth between using Uber and Lyft just to see which one would give me the cheapest price. And it was a toss up, but let's see. Income ETFs, JEPI, TSLY, XYLG, MaxJ, QQQX, QQQY, QDTE, JEPQ, QYLG. Dogs are getting yelled at for something. I know they're getting yelled at for something. Energy. Do VST and Boyle. We're going to put VST up here too. I'm pretty sure that's going to get in other scans too. We're going to leverage ETFs. There's probably a bunch. Leveraged ETFs. Okay, now I can open this up on this. And I don't get an ad. Effing weird. Okay. SPXL, UPRO, TQQQ gets us in TECL. These are all the bullish. This is all the bullish stuff. NVDX, Yang got us in. MAGX, BTCL, FNGU, NVDL, TBT, DRUP, Coinbase, Leveraged, BullZ, USD, QQQU, ROM. That's a crazy list. I mean, I'm going to sit here for a half hour and just freaking write down scans. Low cost ETFs, QQQM, QQQ, MGK, VUG, SPY, and VOO. Do now Spider sectors. We probably got a couple. Yep. Spider sectors. XLK, BRK.B, XLG. They all got cross ups yesterday and entries in the 4-hour algorithm. We're going to look at our personal watch list, which is probably huge. We got Schwab, we got VRT, we've got VST, we've got NET, we've got Sentinel, we've got SOFI, we've got PayPal, we've got Datadog, we've got GBTC, we've got Trading Desk, we've got Mara, we've got BITO, we've got MOD, we've got Snow, we've got Coin, we've got Ethereum, ETHE. Okay, now let's go to the Dow, which you're going to have quite a few probably. I mean, there's 30 stocks, so my guess is 10. 2. Wow. That just means that probably a ton of those are in already, crossed up. Are you sitting and enjoying? Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got a fan sitting and enjoying in the room. CDW, Netflix, we've got onsemi, Marriott, Qualcomm, Trading Desk, Texas Instruments, T-Mobile, TMUS. This is MAR. M. NVIDIA, Qualcomm, TXN, TMUS, PayPal, which is probably in the watch list. I may have taken it down. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. Keurig Dr. Pepper, Fortinet, Datadog is already in there. We're going to do S&P. Am I getting like sniffed? Or was that a finger? Something touched my toe. BK. Ford, General Dynamics, Dow, FedEx, ACN, Wells Fargo, USB, MasterCard, and I gotta scroll down, Netflix, TXN, Schwab, we got Qualcomm, MetLife, and NVIDIA. Okay. We're going to go back to this and we'll go to the 4-hour strategy. Down here. Morning, Chris. If you're not in NVIDIA, I mean, 146. There's no way you get out with, even with an 18% gain. There's no way you add to this one right there. But the MACD's reset. I mean, come on. You're joking that you're not in that one. 507 is where the Qs are at. You're just joking. Okay, let's open up. That list is long. There's no way I can go through it all. We're going to open up some stuff. HubSpot killed it. Up 7%. Even mRNA killed it this morning. So ELF killed it. AppLovin killed it. 34% up. ARM killed it, but it's pulling back. I think there's a lot to like in ARM, but Qualcomm killed it. Up 5%? This was up as much as 10%. We'll go over the red wave. And we'll look at that one. I think I've got an H missing. This is Bitcoin to hit 100,000. This is, and I've been, Bitcoin daily MACD cross up confirmed. We're going to go over the core portfolio, including healthcare insurers. We're going to look at that one. We're going to look at Tesla versus GM in a tariff war because Tesla was up 14% yesterday. Based on that stuff, we'll do Qualcomm, Palantir. I've got stuff, MPLX, Bank of America. Berkshire Hathaway recovered 5% just because. Cleveland Cliffs is part of this. And U.S. Steel. Last Trump win, just so you're aware. We'll kind of go over that. Alpha picks. We're going to go over alpha picks. The 3 top alpha picks since I bought October 25th and the performance of those. So I think IWM is the big winner. Stock market rallies, blah, blah, blah. The Seeking Alpha podcasts are starting to come out now. I will be on Investing Experts, just so you know. They said it's today, so go and follow this one, but they said it's today. Okay, I'm going to hit record. We got enough people in here. Okay. Good morning. It is Thursday, November 7th. Nothing new has changed overnight. We're still in a bull market. A lot of stuff is going up. We're going to go over why I think IWM is a big winner. QQQ. We're going to go over the top 3 alpha picks that have performed since October 25th, which was the time when I put $50,000 into that portfolio. I will give you the returns of the top 3 picks that I had. We'll go over that. The last Trump win, what can you expect from this one? We will go over the core portfolio because you had Goldman Sachs, Cleveland Cliffs, Berkshire, Bank of America, MPLX, Palantir, Qualcomm. We will go over Tesla, UNH, PanW, all of that. There was one big loser yesterday, and I'll go over why. Well, there was another one, might be down. Just look at it. We'll go over Bitcoin, red wave stuff. We'll go over earnings with AppLovin up 30%. Then we'll get to the scans, and the scans are huge today. Huge list of scans. I'm not going to pull them all out. They're all in the newsletter, so they're all there free. The Qs, we passed that 503 high. We are at all-time highs now, 507 on the Qs. That's the NASDAQ. The RSI, a little bit extended at 65. We've got a Fed meeting today. So the Fed meeting was actually yesterday. The announcement comes at 2 o'clock today. You'll have a press conference at 2:30. I believe those are the times. Check your local listings for whatever may come out. But that, in my mind, yesterday's move was both the Fed easing rates and the Trump win, the red wave. With deregulation, because the stocks that moved were all of the stocks that may have been held up by regulation. So it was the Trump win, and it was, I think you got it all put into one. I was on Spaces yesterday with a guy named JC Parrots, All-Star Charts, who you may have heard on the on the Compound with Josh Brown and stuff like that. I was on the Spaces with him yesterday. Not to brag, but your boy will be on Investing Experts podcast. It's smaller than the Compound. I think the Compound's much larger. But Investing Experts from Seeking Alpha, they will have me on. The episode that I recorded last week will be out today at some point, so go and follow them. This is the Spotfiy page. They've also said that they'll use clips on the morning show that they do. I think it's going to start, clips are going to start up on Saturday or something. So go and follow. I put it out on Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you're more than welcome to follow me on Twitter. But Investing Experts, I will be on. Now, stock index futures cool after post-election rally. Eyes on interest rates decision. That's it. I mean, today is the interest rate. Remember we talked about how in October you had an election coming up, how you didn't know if, we were going to, if the jobs numbers were coming in. Everything seems good. Everything's set up really, really well. So you look at the charts, and again, the Qs, you have confirmation. It got you with a buy yesterday at 504. Okay, we're trading at 507. Just buy it. Assume that 503. We will go over the returns of the Trump presidency in a couple of slides here. But just assume that we are in a bull market. You don't want to wait to put your money in. Doesn't mean that you're going to go balls deep, all of it. But on any pullback from now until the end of the year, I'm buying. Any pullback on a stock that's a good company with good products, with good profits and good management, I'm buying the dip. I'm buying that dip. If it's a solar company, don't buy the dip. If it's something that, the old administration favored where the new administration might not, don't buy the dip. If it's China, I don't know that I'd necessarily buy the dip. Again, you've got to be strategic with what you're buying, but identify those stocks. And you can identify those stocks by using alpha picks. You can identify those stocks by using the core portfolio, whatever you want to do. But just know we are in a bull market. And today's, I don't expect Jay Powell to be. Jay Powell has done an amazing job of guiding this Fed through the most historic raising of interest rates. And yes, 2022 was a horrible year. But 2023, we have seen things come back. And like I've said, the economy is good. There may be people who feel like the economy is not good. The economy is good. And my hope is that Trump brings my grocery prices back down. My hope is that he brings insurance rates back down. But in reality, just understand, the reality of the situation is those things aren't coming down. Inflation is a percentage. It's not like you're going to go from spending $300 at the grocery store, like somebody mentioned, down to $200 just because Trump is in office. No. If he enacts tariffs, that $300 may go to $400. But the expectation is your wages will continue to rise. That's the expectation. It's not like you can bring, if we get prices, if you get a grocery bill going from $300 to $100, that's called stagflation. So look up the economy. That's going to be an issue. That means we're in a recession. That means that $100 that you're spending, you might not have a job. That might be your last $100. So be careful what you wish for. And I do hope that, again, that things go well. And I think there's a smart enough economist in that administration that won't let that happen. But just be careful what your expectations are, because bringing prices down is not what where can you find a $5 movie ticket ever? I mean, it was $5, 10 years ago? $8 10 years ago? To have those prices come down? No. Have car prices come down? No. The only reason Elon's able to bring down the Tesla prices is because he's more efficient. He has less workers. That's it. So let's look at QQQ. Fading a day close outside the Bollinger Band has been money all year. Not saying the rally's done, but a small pullback may be on par. And yes, any pullback from this point on the Qs, look, every time you're outside the Bollinger Bands, they're saying buy it, sell it. Sell it up top because you'll be able to buy it lower. And they're saying if it trades on the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, then absolutely go and get it. Go and buy it. And you're seeing this daily chart, the Bollinger Bands are cinching up. Let's go look at a daily on the Qs, because you're seeing those Bollinger Bands are cinching up. What's happening? We're on the upside of that Bollinger Band. Does that mean you automatically sell? No. It just means you have confirmation with a Bollinger Bands that's cinching up, with a MACD that's close to the oscillator. It's not overextended, with an RSI that may be extended at 62. It means start and get ready for the bull run. I do think, just based on valuation alone, we saw IWM yesterday up 5%. It gapped up. This was one of the best days in history for the IWM. Okay? You can take a look at the weekly. It's not extended. You've got a high RSI, but that's been the whole time when the price has been rising. You could have gotten it under 200 here. I've identified this one as a support level at 212. You're trading at 237. The all-time high here, the recent high is 244. So if you look at 244, that's going to be a resistance level. That's an all-time high right there at 244. It's going to be a natural resistance. You're at 237. But I do think if the market continues to rally, because this MACD on a monthly hasn't reached what it did in September 2021, I think you see it move past. and you see that the 200-day right there is moving up. The 50-day is moving up. I think you've got confirmation to go into that one. But again, the NASDAQ, discover your indexes, know where those charts are. From the day President Trump, the 2016 election through year end, this is just through year end. So it was November 2015 until December 2015. The last time that the S&P was up 5%, the Russell 2000 was up 14%, financials were up 17%, industrials up 8%, energy up 9%, infotech lagged 2%, and 10% year-to-date till 11/7/16 versus the S&P 4%. This reinforces the belief that the market will continue to broaden out. That's Dan Niles. But those numbers are actual numbers. So yes, Trump will get a bump here because even if he doesn't carry the House, he'll still get a bump. It would be better if he didn't carry the House. I think the market may panic if he actually gets the House, but I don't think it's going to panic where you're getting a 10% pullback. Now, you guys know I bought Alpha Pix on October 25th. October 25th, I bought this portfolio, okay? I'm an affiliate of this portfolio. If you want, you can get the bundle, okay? This is Seeking Alpha. This is the link tree. The second portion is the bundle. It is the bundle with a premium, Seeking Alpha Premium and Alpha Pix. You'll see me use Seeking Alpha Premium throughout this. But Alpha Pix is the portfolio that I bought, okay? The reason I bought it, I've been an affiliate with it for almost a year now, I think. And a lot of people, what I was using it for was just to buy specific stocks that they recommended. It didn't work out well for me. So on October 25th, I decided, you know what? I'm going all in. I bought $50,000 worth of this portfolio. You can go and watch that episode. You can go and look up the newsletter on dailystockpick.substack.com. You can go and look at all that. But I did buy $50,000 of it. What I wanted to point out was how good this portfolio is. Because, I bought this on October 25th. So the top performers since October 25th is POWL. We've talked about this one before. Okay? This one is up 34% since October 25th. And I bought it as part of the portfolio. I added to my position. It's up 34% since I bought it. Twilio is up 28%. So this is just October 25th. So that's what, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. It is up 28% since I bought it. They had their earnings. They gapped up. Everything's going well. And the final one that I will go over is EAT. This is Brinker. This is Chili's. If you're seeing that $10 burger deal, this is Chili's. This is up 25% since I bought it. So of 36 names, those three are up the most. There are 10 other names that are up between 10% and 22%. So that's more than half the portfolio. Well, it's close to half the portfolio. But that's a huge one. There are 6 stocks that are down very minimally. So I urge you, if you're looking for a portfolio that beats the S&P, this one makes you 147% since July 1st, 2022 through October 31st. Okay, so it doesn't even include yesterday's bump, but the S&P during that time is up 51%. The way I did it, if you want to see exactly how I did it, you can go over here, you can go to the newsletter, and let's see, it's pulling it up right now. You can go down here, go to recent posts, see all, and right down here, there's a $25,000 portfolio. Where is it? 1025. Where is it? Yeah, right here, Alpha Pix. I bought $50,000 worth of the Alpha Pix portfolio right here, October 28th. And I did it on October 25th. I did it on a Friday. I broke every rule. I did it on a Friday. So that's the Alpha Pix portfolio. That's it right there. Let's talk about the core portfolio, because if you go over here to Linktree and you pull up this one, Follow My Trades on Savvy Trader, it takes you to the core portfolio. And this is a free portfolio. There's no charge on this. Alpha Pix is a charged portfolio. This one's free. Now, this one's managed in just a way that it's 34 stocks that I like, that are, I believe that you can buy and hold and make money. When it enters the core portfolio, I buy 100 shares. When it exits the core portfolio, I sell 100 shares. Okay. You don't need to do that. You can set up your portfolio, and I would suggest you set up the portfolio the way you want. But this one is up year to date 35%. Okay. S&P is up 24%. So I'm beating the S&P without even managing this portfolio. There's no buys and sells in this. There's like once a quarter I buy or sell. That's it. So it's not like I'm managing this portfolio, but it shows you having good stocks in your portfolio, even an equal weighted portfolio, can beat the S&P. So let's go over this portfolio, okay? Because Goldman Sachs, and I'm just going to go to Trendspider. I've got it up here in my right-hand corner. Goldman Sachs was up 13% yesterday. The financials just ripped, okay? Why was Goldman Sachs up? Because deregulation within the sector. Lena Khan from the FTC will be fired, and Trump is going to allow mergers and acquisitions. Who's the main mergers and acquisition bank? It's Goldman Sachs. So they were up 13%. Expect this one to go over $600. Okay. Cleveland Cliffs is another one. This one, when their earnings came, it gapped down. What did we do yesterday? We gapped up. So you've got huge gaps in this one, and you're trading at the top of the Bollinger Band as it expands. Okay, part of the reason U.S. Steel shares climb on Trump wins election. You can see down here, there's a bunch of other names that you can see that were up. Nucor was up 9.8%. So U.S. Steel was up 8%. Now, BRKB, this is Berkshire. This is in the core portfolio. A recent ad, it was up 5%. Why? Just because. You had that dip. You got an entry, 467. You're trading at 468. Okay, another one. How will the financials do? Well, this is an interview with how the financials would do. We talked about Goldman Sachs. Bank of America. Bank of America was up 8%, and financials have more room to grow. Another one that was up huge that we talked about all the time. MPLX was up 4%. Remember, this one has a fantastic 8% yield. This is a fantastic stock. Now, Palantir soared to all-time highs. It was unbelievably up 10%, but it got cut at Jefferies to unsustainable valuation. Now, that doesn't mean it can't continue to go up, but I would argue that Palantir, with its valuation, is a little bit extended. If we go over here to Wall Street, they're finally saying it's a hold. Their average price target is 37. You're trading at 55. Now, I urged people to get out at 50. I urged people to get out at 45. I have been wrong on this. Do your own due diligence and find where you want to get out of this one. This was up 10%. It got you a new buy here at $50.40. You're up 10% since that buy just 2 days ago. So after earnings, it said, hey, buy it at 50. And you're up 10% since then. This is one that is at all-time highs. It has continued to grow. We talked about the Bollinger Bands. This week alone, it's a 35% period. You open the week. You're on Thursday. You open the week at 41. Monday seems so far away. You open the week at 41. It was too high of a valuation. I said, get out. Crazy. I can't imagine still being in this one. You got bigger balls than I do, so your risk tolerance may be a 10. But that was up huge. Qualcomm with their earnings. We'll go over their earnings in a little bit when we get to the earnings section. This one was up 10% with earnings. It floundered right around that 175. You're trading at 181. That 175 was resistance. Let's hope that 175 turns into support, because then your next resistance is going to be 193. Okay. Tesla lands higher targets from Bank of America with hurdles, looming lower. Tesla, what did he spend? Like $50 billion or $50 million he did to Trump. He's going to get billions of dollars of benefit from that. The 260, by the way, that was resistance. That now turns into support. And we can go and we can look at a weekly on this one. That now turns into support. You can see every time we've gotten to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands when the RSI was low, this was a trade. Now we've got this week where it's up 18%. You open Monday at 244. You're trading at 288 right now. Is it extended? Not historically. I mean, look at how high the RSI has gone before. Now, if you want to trade Tesla, this is a good one because Steve Kress goes into the tariff war because GM is an alpha pick. Just FYI, GM's an alpha pick. So which one will win, Tesla or GM in the tariff showdown? Steve goes into detail on that one. I like it. I like it a lot. Now, another one that was up huge is UNH. Healthcare insurers climb after Trump win. This is the update. You can do Humana, Alignment Healthcare, United Health, There's other ones in here. Molina Healthcare. However, shares of Molina Center and Elevance, which focus on Medicaid, a healthcare program jointly funded by states and government, have come under pressure. So healthcare, it's not all wins. But you know what did win? UNH up at 597. This filled the gap, the earnings gap from 600 down to 570. It filled it. It filled it yesterday. If we go and look at a weekly on this one is up 5% for the week. This doesn't move 5% in a week. It's opened up at 567. You're trading at 597 right now. So it's again, you need to find your winners and losers, but I like the core portfolio to have that mix of winners and losers. Now, PanW, this one was up 5% yesterday. They have their earnings coming up on November 20th. They still haven't gone through their earnings. Expect this one to rise. PanW, I would expect to be a good earnings quarter, especially after some of the other the cybersecurity stuff. But the valuation's expensive. It is expensive. What does Wall Street say? Wall Street says their price target is 383. That's where it's trading right now. It's at 376. It's down 2% in the pre-market. You're going to see this stuff go down because we're going to see a pullback by the dip. The valuation on this one is crazy. But the PEG, not so bad. Going back, it's 0.11. They have continued growth. The problem is, can they continue to? Yes, they can continue to grow it. Who's cutting back on cybersecurity these days? Nobody. Profitability, 74%. It's the biggest in the thing. There was one big loser, or I should say two big losers in the core portfolio because you can't win them all. The first was Lilly. And I haven't seen stories of this, but this is the assumption. RFK is going to decimate the food industry. It won't happen. He's going to disband the FDA. Can't happen. I think this one's a buy the dip, but buy the dip when you have strength. Don't buy the dip just because it's down. You don't want to buy the dip on something that's below the 9-day trading at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands and everything's pointing down. You want to wait until you have something up, some type of strength, because you don't want to add to something that you could get lower. And if we go to Eli Lilly, it's a hold in the quant. When you look at Wall Street, they say it's a buy. $996 price target. You are diverging from that historical price target right here. So I would urge you to have this one on a watch list. I like it. GLP-1s ain't going anywhere. It's not like RFK is going to get in there on day one and say sugary drinks and salty snacks, they're out. You can't make them anymore. Because the other one in the core portfolio that got pulled back was Coke. And ironically, you had Coke with a buy the morning candle and a sell in the afternoon. It just got weaker. But I would argue as well, this is a time that you could buy Coke. Look at the RSI on the weekly. It's down at 39. As this one gets close to 60, you've heard me before, since 2002, buy under 60 and sell over 60. This one went for a crazy run up to 77. I hope you were trimming. Because right now the Bollinger Bands are cinching up. May not be the perfect time to buy at 63. You may head back down here to 60. You may go under 60. We don't know if this is going to provide support. But historically, since 2020, you have been able to buy under 60 and sell over 60 on this one. And it's been fine. Now, Bitcoin, here's a strategy. This is a MACD cross-up confirmed, the daily on Bitcoin. Okay, we can see this. Every time it crosses up there, it's a strategy. Blue line shows the average path entry over the last 2 years. Okay, this is a MACD. This is just a MACD on Bitcoin. That's nice and easy for you to do. Nice, simple strategy. Now, multiple analysts Say that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 before Trump's inauguration. That would be an interesting play. There are two Bitcoin ETFs or stocks that I own. I do own Mara still, which was way up yesterday because, everything Bitcoin was up yesterday. I own MicroStrategy, and I trade MicroStrategy based on my 4-hour algorithm. And the 4-hour algorithm is in Trendspider. I would urge you, and I've said this the past 2 days, but there are people who don't listen every day, so I'm going to say it again. Go to Linktree, click this top link. The Black Friday sale is on. Okay, Black Friday sale. I urge you, if you have been thinking about this, buy it now because just for the next 3 days, you'll save 75%. Okay, save up to 75% for the next 3 days. You still have Black Friday sales going on the following 3 weeks, but it makes no sense if you've been on the fence to wait those 3 weeks. Now, when you log in to change your plan, you will see a free 7-day trial. Okay, if you take advantage of the 7-day trial, the price is a little higher. But if you already have seen me use it and you think you want it, I would urge you, go and get it today. Give yourself a Christmas present. This is the present to you, because if you make that $670 in next year, just based on my 4-hour algorithm in MicroStrategy, boy, that was a no-brainer. This is the Christmas present that pays you back. So again, we'll go over a back-tested strategy on MicroStrategy. The symbol is MSTR. And when we go back the last 24 months, and you'll see it just at the bottom of the screen here, the performance chart, you make 1,597.6%. And you may say, oh my God, that sounds incredible, but I'm going to have to trade in and out every day. Nope. Trendspider makes it super easy. Over 24 months, there's 22 positions, so it's less than once per month. Now, if you want to just buy and hold MicroStrategy, you make 835% during that time. So you've paid back your Trendspider anyway because you can see that it's in a bullish trend. You can sell it even without my 4-hour algorithm. But the 4-hour algorithm gets you in and out. And what's nice about the 4-hour algorithm is you can set alerts. So say you have a regular job. You can say, oh, I want to get into MicroStrategy. Just tell me when. It tells you when. You get a text on your phone or an email. If you're a boomer and you want an email, you'll get an email. If you want a text because you're a millennium, you'll get a text. It's so easy. And the tools in Trendspider are phenomenal. That's why I say, get it now. If you've been thinking about it, get it now. There are 3 tiers. So let me explain the tiers slightly. Standard. This is just to get you in. Okay, this is just to get you in. You get 30 simultaneous alerts. So those alerts I talked about, you can do a buy and sell for 15 stocks, or you can do 30 buys, whatever you want. Okay, you get 1 user license. Then enhanced, you get 1 user license. You get 10 active windows, 100 simultaneous alerts. You get trading bots. You get everything that you need. Again, if you think that you want to set more alerts up, then the enhanced platform is it. This one, $45 a month. For $4 more, I would tell you just go with enhanced because you don't know what you're going to use. You can always go back to standard if you think you don't need it the following year. But for anybody that's new in trading, I would urge you the $10 extra per month advanced. Think of it this way. Okay, it comes with unlimited one-on-one training. So for $10 a month, you're basically going to set yourself up with a product expert at Trendspider who's going to meet with you once a month. And you can ask any question that you want. They won't give you financial guidance, but they can help you set up strategies. They can help you find all the unusual options. They can help you look at political trades. They can help you look at news. They can help you look at PE. They can help you set up all of your crypto stuff that you want with alerts and things of that sort. They can help you and handhold you on a Zoom call. It's unlimited one-on-one training. Okay, it's unlimited. So for $10 more a month, this makes no sense for anybody that's new to technical trading not to take advantage of. Don't skimp on this one. And again, if you trade something like MicroStrategy, you're making that money back. So I just want to bring that up. It is the best tool that I have in my pocket. If I were a carpenter, this is my hammer. This is my saw. This is it. And so the other thing that I want to point out, and I try and point this out when I respond to everybody, technical trading's like golf. It's not something that you're going to win the US Open when you first get on there. If you're new, you need some hand-holding, but you've got to put in the work as well. It's not just like somebody's going to teach you and all of a sudden everything makes sense. There's a lot that goes on in here. When I look at this chart, there's a lot. I'm seeing a nice little line right here at about 128 that's providing support, but we've broken out since that. Does this make sense to actually be in? No, it doesn't. You had this golden cross here. You've got an RSI that just has held up above 50. So when it's gone to 50, you can buy it. The MACD just reset. So can we go higher? Absolutely, we can go higher. That type of stuff, when you're looking at the Bollinger Bands contracting, when you're looking at the volume level, it can seem overwhelming at first. But trust me, as you use it, you may not ever become Tiger Woods. But could you win your club championship? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I would urge you again, if you think Bitcoin's going to be $100,000, MicroStrategy is the play. Now, if you want one just to buy and hold, the largest ETF for crypto right now, for Bitcoin, is IBIT. This is what I own. Now, IBIT is down at 42. Let's see, it's down 1.68 today. We hit all-time highs on Bitcoin yesterday. And I like IBIT. I use it. So this is the one that I actually have. Let's talk about Caterpillar and Tesla, top picks for a red wave. And yes, this was printed November 6th. So this was just yesterday at 9:35. They put this out, Seeking Alpha put this out, and they said, hey, this is the red wave. What was Caterpillar? Caterpillar was up 8.7% yesterday. So we can look at Caterpillar. Did you have an opportunity if you read that article and said, ooh, there's a red wave? Let's just go and look at the 5-minute chart. You absolutely had a chance to get this one. Look at November 6th. You gapped up, but you opened up at 406, traded to 416. Now we can look at the after hours in this one. It's kind of floundering a little bit. There's a 5-minute chart so you can see the after hours. Cat doesn't really trade in the after hours much, but the algorithm, it makes you 55%. Buying and holding makes you 91%. I would argue you want to just enhance this strategy and maybe play it if this is one that you want to do. But again, you make 55%. You win 43% of the time. So find the entry and just buy and hold. Just don't sell it. Just find the entry and buy and hold. Yes, some positions you may be down, but over 2 years, you've dollar cost averaged and you've made at least 91%, if not more, just from buying and holding. So now let's talk about earnings. Qualcomm killed it. They're up 5% in pre-market. They are in the core portfolio. We went over that chart, how it looks like 175 may become actual support in pre-market. You're trading at about 182. Okay, another one that killed it, ARM. We can go over to Earnings Hub, and I can show you exactly what I was looking at. Earnings Hub is a free site. You can use it yourself. You can listen to all the freaking calls that you want, all of the earnings calls. There's Qualcomm, there's ARM. We've got Airbnb coming up after the bell today. We've got Rivian coming up after the bell. You got DraftKings coming after the bell. The one that I like, Trading Desk, is coming after the bell. You know, we've got all of that. Now, one that I will tell you that I absolutely loved and I bought as part of Alpha Picks is AppLovin. AppLovin killed it. Unstoppable. Q3 AI fueled earnings. It's up 37% after their earnings. We're going to look at this one. Okay. The quant says it's a hold. How long has it been a hold? It's been a hold since 139, but we're at 168. The valuation, little bit crazy, little bit nuts, but because of their growth, the PEG ratio, which factors in price to earnings and growth, it's 1.212. Warren Buffett or Peter Lynch, I think they won't buy anything over 2, but anything under 2, it's open. And this is a great, great stock. Look at the growth, 37%. The earnings per share diluted growth year over year, 4,267%. Profitability, unbelievable. Gross profit margins is 71%. The momentum, which I've argued is the strongest factor in the quant. 1 year performance, you're up 327%. 9 months, you're up 266%. 6 months, you're up 119. 3 months, 144. Again, this is an alpha pick. So it's in that portfolio. So anybody following the alpha pick portfolio, you got this. You got this. And it's still, in my mind, it's still a buy. But Wall Street, their average price target is 154. Am I trimming now that price target is 155? No, I'm going to wait for the analysts to come out and raise their price target because they always do. They're going to chase it up. Look, the last time it was up here, the actual was at 112. The target was 99. That was probably right after their other earnings. And they just chase it up. They will chase it up. There's enough analysts that cover this that I feel strongly enough that they're going to chase it up. 25 analysts. 17 say buy. 17 say strong buy. 1 says buy. 6 say hold. 1 strong sell. Boy, isn't that guy a douche? Isn't he a douche? A stock that's up 37%. And you can read all of the other analysts, on Seeking Alpha who say it. This guy, KM Capital, he's up 31% since then. That doesn't include today's. So he's up even more. So again, Seeking Alpha, I like this one. You know what else did? We can go. Let's look at the chart on App Lovin'. Because I've been pounding this one for a while now. The algorithm makes you 812%. Okay, so it's great. Buying and holding makes you 849%. So there's no reason not to play the algorithm because 812% lets you sleep at night. It lets you understand that, hey, if there's a big drawdown, then I'm going to be perfectly fine because I can actually get out of this one because I can see the chart. I'll have an alert set up. Okay? That's the key to this one is you do look at $97 it got you in it. And where are you at right now? You're at 231. That's not even on this chart. I'm going to have to pull this down to go to 231. Look at this. 231. We're going to go to about 231 up there. Okay. 58 days. 143. You've doubled your money in 58 days. Just in this stock, which is a quality stock. It is great. I love this stock. I mean, I really, really do. And is the valuation extended? Yeah, but their growth is, this is kind of like the Palantir of advertising. And the trading desk is coming out with their stuff today. So ELF, Beauty delivers upbeat full quarter results. This one's up 7%. Have they reached a bottom? Now, this isn't in the core portfolio. This isn't an alpha picks. This is just a stock that's got a huge short interest on it. And they actually showed some good results. Now, the algorithm makes you 40%. You make 35% if you buy and hold. Because if we go to weekly, you're still kind of in an uptrend. Now, this channel that you see right here, you could be in the middle of this one. You're going to open up at 111, it looks like. Is 111 a good one? It still doesn't get you over the 9-day on the weekly. It's been beaten up. That MACD is down. It's not a bad one. From a quant standpoint, it's still a hold. From the quant standpoint, it's still a hold because of the valuation and the momentum. And the profitability is not great. But again, you got holiday season and they got it higher for it. The average price target, you've got 16 analysts to do it, $165. Have they brought it down? Yeah, because they were chasing this one up. And as it's come down, they brought it down. You got to, I learned my lesson in the beauty sector. I'm out with Ulta. Now, HubSpot, I said would kill it. They're up 6%. This is a good, solid stock. And we can look at this one, HubSpot. Look at the chart. The algorithm got you in at 557. You are trading at 644. It's up 7%. Okay, you had your golden cross. And so when you look at this chart and you say, HubSpot, do I want to get into it? I'd say yes. Now, the algorithm doesn't perform very well on this one. It actually loses you 1%. Buying and holding makes you 94%. And it's because, the algorithm doesn't work on every stock. You have to find a strategy that works on the stocks that you have. But I will tell you, overall in my portfolio, large cap techs, the algorithm 100% works for me. And I can tell when to get in and when to get out. That's where you have to know how to read the charts. And I can look at this and say, you know what? This up and down that we're seeing right there, it just doesn't work real well. And you're seeing HubSpot way down, and then you're just seeing it up and down. It doesn't work like that. If we're in a bull market for this one and that 50-day we're continuing up straight rather than going sideways, yes, the algorithm would work far better. But on this weekly, you're looking at a MACD that's still low. You're looking at an RSI that's still low. You're trading below your all-time highs at 866. I would expect this one, again, to get back to its all-time highs. And we can take a look at it. It's a buy in the quant. The valuation is a D. And that's because, their PEG ratio going forward, it's 2.9. They have to continue to grow. This past earnings, fantastic growth. So 23% year-over-year revenue. Levered free cash flow, that's where you're getting hit, 9.6. So, but their profitability, fantastic. 84% profit margin. Momentum, fantastic. Look at it. 3-month performance, you're up 32%. The 6-9-month performance, we saw this chart. We saw this weekly chart. You're on your way back up. You're on your way back up. This is one that, again, the momentum's good. You look at the revisions. Where have the analysts kind of taken this one? Over the last 90 days, 30 brought their earnings per share up, none down. Revenue, 26 up, 2 down. Who are those 2 douches? I don't know. They brought it down, and it's up there at 644 today. I like this one. I brought it up when we looked at it there. Now, let's look at social requests. Just, by the way, I do like Trading Desk today. We can take a look at that stock chart. This one, I think it's trading at about 119 or so. Let's see. It's trading at 127. 127. Oh, God. 127. Now, this one, what is that? No, that's not it. That's just a red something. I don't know what that is. It's a red something. It has to do with this gap or something. But this one, it had you in at 105. The algorithm makes you 45%. Buying and holding this one makes you 123. Let's take a look at the weekly because it's similar to HubSpot. It trades back and forth, and you're just getting above those previous highs at 97. So the Bollinger Bands are expanded out. The RSI is a little bit extended at 73, more than a little bit. It's high. MACD, the last time the MACD was up here was way back here where it was trading at, looks like 90, and it pulled back to about 70. So I would expect these earnings, they're expected to report $619 million in revenue, 39 cents earnings per share. They reported last time 39 cents per share and 584 million. So they're expected to grow revenue but stay earnings per share the same. I think it's an interesting one. That's just earnings today. You got Rivian, you got Square, you got DraftKings, you got Cloudflare, you got Arista Networks, which has been expensive. You got Fortinet, which is the one that really took off with Palo Alto when Fortinet's been beaten down. I mean, Fortinet's getting back to where it was at all-time highs here, back to the 81s. And you can see on the weekly where we're just getting back to the all-time highs. Is this, this one's in the trading range. So I don't know where it's going to go. The RSI is extended. The MACD is extended. It'll be interesting to see. My dad does own. We have sold 50% of his Fortinet at 70, 75, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we're sitting on 50%. And by the way, he's held it for so long that it's all profits. So let's take a look at some of the social requests. James from Spotfiy. I think you're off on your Bitcoin math. $1 to 2012. Yeah, I was off on my math. My girlfriend, everybody knows I'm not good at math. It's called Gary math. I'm just not good at math. Sprocket from Spotfiy asks, what stocks will likely suffer due to a second Trump presidency? I said, you're seeing it today in China stocks, solar stocks. Meta is down because he hates freaking Mark Zuckerberg and Meta because they threw him off. There are quite a few Seeking Alpha analysts that have put out articles on Trump stuff. The one that I would tell you to stay away from, even though it makes sense, I think defense spending is in jeopardy. And Palmer Luckey was on, who's ARLP. I think defense spending is in danger, not because we're going to reduce overall spending, but I think those traditional industrial companies that do the old way of contracting, which isn't the way of that government defense contractors do it, is that if they're over or they're incented to actually go longer and waste money, because the danger of that falls on the government because the government backs them up. If it's a longer project that goes over, the actual cost overrun runs on the government, not the actual company. So I think you're going to see that. I'd just be I think Raytheon is like that. Lockheed Martin is like that. And I think companies like SpaceX and Palmer Luckey's one, I forget, ARLP. I think those are the ones that actually do it where, hey, we'll do it for this price. And then they manage their own internal stuff. I think that's the way you're going to go. And I heard him yesterday. I liked him. I liked him say that a lot. So I think those are in jeopardy. But again, that's just kind of me. I'm not an expert. So again, Sprocket, do your own research and look for experts in that one because I'm definitely not it. Trump 2024 jams from from Spotfiy. IBKR, this is Interactive Brokers. So I saw the CEO last night on CNBC, and he said trading has been just phenomenal. And he was a big Trump fan. He said, hey, we're going to get lower regulation, and we think that, we've had 24-hour trading. I liked his speech. And Interactive Brokers, for anybody that knows, most of those family offices stuff, they use Interactive Brokers to kind of manage your money because you can see it and they can see it, blah, blah, blah. Fidelity does that too with certain stuff. The algorithm makes you 92%. Buying and holding makes you 112%. We can go over here and we can look at Seeking Alpha stuff. I'm not a fan of this kind of stuff just because I think it's a commodity, but they've done well. I mean, they've done really well. Now, Wall Street says it's a buy. Their price target is 166. You're trading at 171. It was up 10% yesterday. The quant says it's a buy. The valuation, not crazy. I mean, it is a bit high, but the PEG ratio with their growth is down. The other one that's up is Hood. And this is very similar. Hood is touting that they have 24-hour trading. Interactive Brokers had 24-hour trading. And Thomas Petterfield, who's the CEO of Interactive Brokers yesterday, said he thinks within 2 or 3 years that the markets will be open 24 hours. He said there's going to be enough liquidity around to actually launch that kind of stuff. Now, Hood, the valuation makes no sense to me, but this was up 20% yesterday. It was up 20% yesterday. So Interactive Brokers, it's fine. I mean, if you want to invest in that kind of stuff, I'm not that type of investor. So Trump 2024, that's all up to you. Jojo from Spotfiy, I would love to know which platform is your favorite to trade on. So we're talking Interactive Brokers. We're talking about Robinhood. I have 2 platforms and I've tried them all. I had Merrill Lynch. I had Bank of America. I had E-Trade. I've never had Robinhood because it just ethically, I didn't want to go into Robinhood because I never trusted Vlad. I've had TD Ameritrade. I have had Morgan Stanley. I have had Goldman Sachs. I have had those large Schwab, high net worth in several of them. But the one I fell on is Fidelity, and I love Fidelity. Now, I don't trade in Fidelity. I invest in Fidelity. So I do some day trading in Fidelity, like when I find a hot stock that I want to put a large amount of money into, that's Fidelity. So I'll just buy and I've gotten used to Fidelity's app sucks. It sucks. It's horrible. It is made for everybody. So understand Fidelity's app is not made for millennials. It's not made for traders. It's made for absolutely everybody. And so they won't cater to one person. If you find the way to use it, it's great. I actually manage it pretty well. My girlfriend doesn't manage it very well. She likes Webull. And you can sign up for Webull right here. And you get free stocks when you sign up for it. Now, I will tell you, I put $1,000 in, and I put this out yesterday. Let me go to the Facebook group, because the Facebook group, I put this out yesterday, and I just wanted to tell people, hey, I'm not the best trader in the world, but I actually do some really good stuff. And so this right here, okay, I deposited $1,000 into Webull in December 2022. I started trading in January 2023. Now, I'm up 109%. That's 2 years. So it's 2 years of trading. And you can see I'm up and down. So that 109%, this is very heavy in SMCI. It's very heavy in NVIDIA. Now, I don't hold SMCI today, but it's very heavy in NVIDIA. I've got some Apple in there. I've got smaller positions. I may buy $10 worth of stuff. I may buy $50 worth of stuff. When I make a big bet, you can see this right here. This is probably SMCI bets that I lost on or something of that sort. But I'm up 109% over 2 years. Now, because of rewards, again, that $1,000 with rewards and things like that, I'm at $9,800. Okay? Most of the gain, though, I've turned $1,000. That $1,000 is what I typically trade in. Most of that is in this portfolio is cash, unless I find a big position. And the 2 biggest positions right now are NVIDIA and IBIT. That's it. Yeah. Varun up 133% in Webull. So the way to do this, by the way, if you go to Webull and you just go to P&L, it'll tell you what you're up. Now all P&L, it says, all P&L for me, realized gains are significantly more than just 109%. Today it's up 113%. So again, the portfolio in that one is run by NVIDIA today. It's not like, I started out in NVIDIA, but I just play it. And so my favorite platforms are Fidelity and Webull. That's all I have. It's just Fidelity and Webull. And I'm going to like Varun's thing. That's great. 130. Nothing makes me happier than when you guys make money and you say, hey, I follow you and I just, I make money. So let's talk about another request. Brian from Facebook. And Brian has had some killer trades of late. Laird Superfood. He told me about this one. I brought this up, by the way, on and just so you know, Brian, I think I gave you credit on the Seeking Alpha Investor Experts thing. I said Laird Superfood. I like this one. I like it a lot. They're heading into their earnings. Let's see. Did they announce their earnings? It was November 6th. So yeah, they must have announced their look. Let's look at Laird Superfoods. Did they come out with their earnings? Laird Superfood, it is up 18% in pre-market. He's killing it. I mean, Brian's killing it. It's a hold from the quant. And the only reason is the profitability. They're spending money to make money. It's a small company. Understand, this is a company with a market cap of $75 million. DJT has a market cap, just so you know, of what's the market cap? 7.79 billion. But Laird Superfood is a mushroom stock. This is the this isn't the not the psychedelic. This is one of those they basically take mushrooms to make superfoods. So this is an interesting one. Brian brought it up. Kudos to you, Brian. This one's up. He's up a crazy amount percent. Jason from email asked me, want to try and pick your brain on ETFs. I'm already in TQQQ, but what would you recommend to play the NYSE VOO? And he basically did a scanner. So I'm going to tell you to, they do have some of these leveraged ETFs in Seeking Alpha. I know that you can do this type of stuff in Fidelity. The first step I would tell you, Jason, to try and find ETFs that are leveraged is your first step is to find a screener. And Seeking Alpha has one of these screeners that you can do on ETFs, and you can just try and find it. You can set up a screener to, in your advanced filters to find leveraged ETFs. The second is I would look at assets under management. Jason did this correctly. He just listed it by assets under management. You don't want something with $10,000 in assets under management or 3 shares being floated, because who are you going to sell to? You want something with a lot of shares that fills easily. So the average volume would be the next one. Usually assets under management and average volume, they typically go in hand. But yeah, the third thing I'd look at is fees. So if you look at SSO, for instance, SSO is an ultra S&P ETF. So this one, you can go down here, is an exchange-traded fund. The fund invests in the markets, invest growth. It's 2 times levered. So you can see right here, it says 2 times leverage to the S&P. So you can try this one and you can look at it. You can go over here to peers and say, okay, SSO, it's 2 times levered. I know UPRO actually is 3 times levered. And this is in a leverage portfolio in Trendspider. So if you go over to Trendspider, there are a lot of these, by the way, in the watch list that I provide. It's called Levered ETFs to Trade. And so there's a lot of them in there. But just finding them on a screener, super simple, super simple. Seeking Alpha makes it nice and easy to find on a screener. But if you wanted to find more, if you wanted to find the Dow, you could do that. I think DIA, let me see. DIA is the one. This isn't leveraged, but it's just normal. Let me see if I have a leveraged Dow. I don't know if I have a levered Dow. Yeah, you can go and find it. Just Trendspider's kind of messing up a little bit. It's got it all up now, but levered ETFs, yeah, I've got a bunch of them in here, so it's not liking some of the stuff. DRN, DRUP, disruptors, that's the disruptors. DRV, yeah, you got mags, you got meta. I mean, there's just too many for me to actually go through to try and find a Dow, but I'm sure there's a Dow in here, and if there's not, I'll find one. Maybe put it out. Oh, there you go. UDOW. UDOW is 3 times levered. It should be 3 times levered. Ultra Pro. So let's see. Is this 2 times or 3 times levered? UDOW. Because the Dow was up like 3% yesterday. UDOW, and you can see that it's 0.95. It is one of the lowest ones. Let's see if this is 1 or 2. Was formed this 3 times. So it's 3 times levered. UDOW. So yeah, that I would just follow what you're doing, which is a screener, and try and find it. But Seeking Alpha has all this stuff super, super easy to find. Now the scans. And the scans are things that I do in Trendspider to try and find. I scan multiple lists. I scan multiple places, scan this core portfolio to try and see exactly what are bullish in the 4-hour algorithm. And once it can, the list is way too long, and you'll get them free if you go to the Daily Stock Pick newsletter and you just go to like any day. You can look at them. I mean, you can go and try and find them. I'm flying today. Just go to the very bottom of one of these, and you'll see it. Just very bottom, and you see the scans. You got everything, and I sort them by what category they're in. Yesterday was huge. Today's huge. So that's it for the podcast. Let's hope. Maybe I'll go live for the Fed decision on Substack. Follow me on Substack. Get the app. The app is great, and I go live every now and then. So maybe I'll go live today for the Fed decision. Okay. Take care. See you. Bye. Alpha Picks was crazy yesterday. Trendspider's messing up. Every time I'm on for more than an hour, Trendspider like locks up on me. And I think it's because I've got so many damn things open. But let me put this into iMovie. And then it's 9:30, so I'm going to get going because I do have a busy day. I got a meeting with Trendspider. I'm on Spaces, I think at 2 o'clock. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hop on Spaces. I usually tweet out that I'm on Spaces when I actually go on. But I don't know. There's usually 1,000 people now. It's the same 1,000 people every day. I mean, it really seems like it's the same people every day that are listening. I don't get new listeners from it. I did have a talk with the top writer on Substack. Let me see. Let me just. There we go. I did have a talk with the top writer on Substack who's making, honest to God, I ain't making like 100. Yeah, I tell you guys what I make. But he's making just off of Substack something like $1 million a month. It's some crazy number, like 600,000 or something. And he reached out to me yesterday, and he's got a Telegram group. So he wants me to become part of the Telegram group. Okay, let's Clove. Yeah, Clove fucked up. Kramer was right on this one. Ironically, Clove is down 13%. And it actually did get pulled out of the strongest buys. But it's still strong buy. The valuation is what killed it. But I think Trump killed this one if I remember. Yeah. Q3 revenue. Missed the mark. So it wasn't Trump. It was just the Q3 revenue. We can look at yesterday's chart on this one. Oh, market's already open, so it's kind of, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a good one. You did coin. Let's see, coin. Amer, I think your time frame matters on coin. Algorithm got you in at 249 yesterday. Algorithm makes you 198% versus 261% buy and hold. I would argue that these 345, 360 numbers, I don't think that's unreachable. Again, if Bitcoin goes to 100,000, you're trading at 75,000. I think that this one's fine. Now, the valuation's crazy. Since you've been able to trade ETFs with Bitcoin, Coinbase hasn't done as well. And so their growth should come down. But they're the ones that house all the Bitcoin for the ETFs. So this isn't one that I'm getting in. I don't have FOMO on it. I don't want it. I'll buy the actual Bitcoin ETF. And I'll buy MicroStrategy to trade around it. But, did I put 11.6? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll go in there and change it. Let's see. YouTube. Good catch, Greg. Let's go into, I know the guy who, gave me some tips, told me not to do this live, but we're going to do it. 11.7. Again, Gary's math, Gary's dates, Gary's shit always F's up. So, okay. We got it saved. So far, there's 66 people that have viewed it. There's 40 people in here right now. So, hello, 40 people. Yeah. So MR, I think from Coinbase, I think it's your time frame. I mean, at 202 is this weekly candle, it's a 37% gain. You opened up at 180. I would urge you to have things on your watch list, not have FOMO, but have things on your watch list. Now, from a weekly perspective, look at how low that MACD is. It's right on the oscillator. And the RSI is at 58 from a weekly perspective. You go to the 4 hour and we're opened up. Where's the candle on the 4 hour? 249, you're trading at 247. So if we go to 100, it's a little bit extended on the 4 hour. But I would say that range right there, that 202 is probably your stuff. So, but again, it's your time frame. If you're looking at trading this, did you make a mistake? When you bought it, did you tell yourself when you were getting out? Because if you just bought it blindly and said, I'm getting FOMO and I just want to get into something, that's not a good way to actually trade or do something. You need to have a strategy around what you're going to buy. And if Coinbase is something that you want, I would put it into some type of strategy. Whether you want to trade it on the 65-minute. Let's see how the 65-minute algorithm goes on this one. 65-minute makes you 33%. If you bought this 8 months ago, you're down 1%. But look at that 65-minute get you in on Monday at 183. And so, again, you have to identify what thought process and what time frame you're going to do. That's why I say have your entry when you get in. Alpha picks. Part of the reason why I do alpha picks is it's 36 stocks. I don't want to manage 36 additional stocks in my head. When I was picking one or two, I was adding to those positions and adding to my portfolio. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. So I got out of that and I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy the alpha picks. And when they tell me to sell, I'll sell. Now, if I see something on my 4-hour algorithm go off about those stocks, and I have to set up that portfolio. I'm going to set up the portfolio alpha picks in my Trendspider so that I have it. And then I can set up alerts and scan against stuff and things like that. So I'm going to set it up like that. But yeah, that's my thing. Okay. I'm going to go because, like I said, I got a busy day and this newsletter is going to take me forever to put together. But you guys, thank you for joining. I hope everyone, I know Jacob was up 4% yesterday. I hope everybody saw a green day yesterday. I hope everybody sees a green day today. Let's see. Am I green today? You'd be crazy to buy or sell anything before that Fed meeting right now. Just kind of, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm up 1.14%. That must mean that Apple is up. Apple's up 1.5%. How the hell is Apple up 1.5%? Is there news on Apple that I don't know about? Tim Cook among leaders. There's nothing in Apple that, Yeah, it's all risk. I mean, this is what's felly. These fuckers saying sell. Well, where's Apple's Wall Street price target? 241. Sell. Bite me, douchebags. Akshat. I don't like Rivian. And the reason I don't like Rivian is because they lose about $40,000 per car that they sell. And under Trump, you probably will get rid of that $7,500 federal tax rebate. So that hurts. I just don't like it. The valuation is nuts. It doesn't have good financial metrics. They're not looking to go cash positive anytime soon. Their growth is great. Revenue growth, 68%. That's fantastic. But the profitability sucks. They're losing 41%. Every time they sell a car, they lose 41% of that money. Okay? Momentum sucks. Revisions, it's good. 10 up, 7 down. Not horrible. But revenue, 7 up, 10. What they announced at the beginning of the year is that they would deliver as many vehicles as they did last year. That's not a company that's growing. And they diluted shareholders. I think you can trade it. And so in my mind, it is not an investable company. I think there's better things out there to trade, but trade it. My 4-hour algorithm loses you 30%, and that sounds horrible. But you lose 73% if you buy and hold. It has you out. So I would find a strategy that actually works for you in this. I would not go into this with okay, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to invest in it for the next 2 years. 2 years, it might do fantastic. They might turn things around. But as of right now, I don't see this having an advantage in a Trump White House because they need capital dollars and they need funding and they need support. Remember, they don't have autonomy. Tesla's valuation is based on autonomy. It is based on the robots. It is based on solar. It is based on them doing things that are different than Rivian. It's not just the car business. So that's why Tesla is doing well. But Rivian is based on the car business. And the car business right now, if you were to look at Rivian, let's see, their PE, we can go to valuation. They don't have a PE. So, yeah, they don't even have a forward PE. I just don't think that you look at this one and say, this is something that I want to get into. So, and I could be totally wrong. Again, rule number 1 of this podcast is don't listen to a douche on the internet. So, okay, with that, I am out. You guys have a great day. See ya.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.